Isn't it fascinating how, even now, you begin to notice how effortlessly you're already starting to embody the art of fractionation, as if your mind, both consciously and unconsciously, has always known how to master this powerful magnetic skill. Because as you hear these words, you might start to wonder how your ability to fractionate, using your words, your tonality, the subtle shifts in your gaze, and even the pauses between your sentences, can begin to grow more natural, more automatic with each passing moment. And you might find yourself beginning to play with this thought, imagining how it feels to hold someone's attention so completely, so fully, that every word you speak feels like a spark of curiosity, drawing them deeper, and then releasing, only to draw them back and even more powerfully. You see, it's the back and forth rhythm, the ebb and flow of attention, that creates fascination. And it's almost as though you already know, deep within you, how to create that rhythm, that dance, in every interaction. Because every time you fractionate, you're shaping the way others feel, see, and experience you. And maybe you've already begun to notice how, in those moments when you speak with intention, the way you gesture, the way you move your eyes, the way you allow your voice to rise and fall, creates a kind of magnetic pull that makes people lean in, hang on your every word, feeling captivated without even knowing why. Because this is what happens when you trust that part of yourself, the part of you that knows how to fractionate, that already understands how to engage, to enchant, to appear effortlessly unique, special, and utterly engaging. And isn't it interesting how, the more you explore this, the more you discover new ways to fractionate, with just the tilt of your head, the way you breathe, the way you pause, letting silence create space for them to wonder, to feel, to be drawn even closer. And you might begin to ask yourself now, how much more charismatic can you allow yourself to become as you step into this skill and own it naturally? Because every day, in every interaction, you're discovering new patterns, new techniques, new strategies that make you even more fascinating. And isn't it true you're already doing this? That even before you think about it, your unconscious mind, your body, your voice, are already learning, already adapting, already noticing all the subtle ways that you can fractionate. And the more you let go, the more you trust this is happening, the more effortlessly your influence begins to grow. As people find themselves captivated, drawn in by the way you speak, the way you move, the way you make them feel. Because, after all, you don't have to think about it consciously, do you? No, this skill grows naturally, easily, in ways you might only notice later, when someone comments on how engaging you've become, or when you see the way their eyes light up as they hang on your every word. And as you hear this now, you might realize every day, in every conversation, you're discovering more and more ways to fractionate, to fascinate, to leave a lasting impression, because this is who you are. This is what you do, and it only gets easier, more automatic, more fun from here. And as you continue to discover just how powerful, just how skilled you already are, you might begin to smile, knowing this is only the beginning, because every moment is another chance to grow, to refine, to master this art in ways that surprise and delight you every single day. And as you continue to listen, or perhaps just let these words drift into the background of your awareness, something fascinating begins to happen, doesn't it? Because even when you don't think about it, your unconscious mind, that powerful, resourceful part of you, begins to organize these ideas, in a way that feels so natural, so automatic. It's as if you've always known this. And isn't it curious how, just by hearing these words, you can begin to sense a shift, a sense of ease, as if some part of you already knows exactly how to fractionate, how to use your words, your gestures, your tone, with such precision that others simply can't help but be drawn to you. And maybe now, as you consider this, you can begin to imagine a moment in the near future where you're speaking with someone, and you notice how effortlessly their attention flows, in and out, back and forth, like the waves of the ocean, guided entirely by you. Because, you see, every time you fractionate someone's attention, they're drawn deeper into your presence. And it feels good, doesn't it? To know you hold that kind of power, that kind of influence, that ability to be so engaging, so fascinating, that people simply can't look away. And maybe, as you think about this now, you can feel a growing sense of curiosity, wondering how much more natural this can become, as your unconscious mind continues to explore all the ways you can fractionate, through your words, your rhythm, your presence, and even through the pauses between what you say. Because in those pauses, those perfectly timed moments of silence, that the magic happens, the space where the mind begins to fill in the gaps, where that curiosity grows, where they lean in just a little closer without even realizing it. And isn't it interesting how, every time you engage with someone, your unconscious mind automatically guides you, helping you to notice the perfect opportunities to fractionate their attention, to create that captivating rhythm, without you even having to think about it. And the more you practice this, the more you play with it, the more you begin to realize just how much of this skill you already possess. Because it's not just about what you say, is it? It's about how you say it, how you use your voice, your eyes, your movements to create an irresistible energy that draws people in. And as you reflect on this now, maybe you can begin to notice how easily these patterns, these techniques, they're already becoming a part of you. How every conversation, every interaction becomes another opportunity to refine this skill, to grow even more confident, even more charismatic. And the beautiful thing is, you don't even have to try, do you? Because your unconscious mind, that part of you that already understands influence, persuasion, connection, is doing all the work for you. It's noticing the subtle shifts in tone, the perfect moments to pause, the small adjustments that make the biggest difference. And as this happens, as you continue to trust, this skill is becoming more and more natural. You might start to notice how people respond to you differently, how they seem more engaged, more curious, more captivated by your presence. Because this is what happens when you truly embody the art of fractionation. When you realize you're a kind of person who can capture and hold attention effortlessly, with every word you speak, every gesture you make, every intention you set. And maybe now, as you think about this, you can begin to feel a deep sense of certainty, and knowing that this is who you are, this is what you do, and it only gets easier, more automatic, more enjoyable from here. Because every day, in every way, you're discovering more and more about how to fractionate. You're noticing how your voice can shift, how your tempo can change, how even the slightest movement can create a powerful effect. And as you continue to explore this, to embrace it fully, you might begin to wonder just how far this skill can take you, how much more magnetic you can become, how much more influence you can wield. As you step into the power with confidence, with ease, and with a sense of excitement for what's to come. And as you think about this now, or maybe even let it settle in the background of your awareness, you can begin to trust that every word, every thought, every moment is helping you grow, helping you master the skill, in ways that feel so natural, so effortless, so completely you. So as you continue to absorb these words, allowing them to weave effortlessly into the fabric of your thoughts. You might even begin to notice a feeling, a sense of ease, as though something deep within you has already begun shifting, aligning, opening up to new possibilities. Because, you see, the beliefs, these truths about your ability to fractionate, to command attention, to create fascination, they've always been there, haven't they? They've always been a part of who you are, waiting for you to notice, to embrace, to let them grow stronger, more vivid, more alive with every breath you take. And isn't it amazing how, the more you allow yourself to relax into this idea, the more you find yourself naturally embodying it, as if your unconscious mind, that brilliant creative part of you, is already rehearsing, practicing, refining this skill in the background, without you even needing to try. Because every time you fractionate someone's attention, you're creating a connection, aren't you? A sense of intrigue, of curiosity, of wonder, that draws them closer to you, again and again. And it feels good to know you have this ability, doesn't it? That every word you speak, every gesture you make, every glance, every pause, every subtle shift in tone, you're shaping their experience, guiding their focus, in a way that feels effortless, natural, and completely within your control. And maybe as you think about this now, or even as you let it drift to the edges of your awareness, you can begin to sense just how much power lies in your voice, your presence, your intention. How with just a few words, or even a simple look, you can create a ripple, a spark, a pull that captures their attention completely, before releasing it and then pulling it back in again, stronger than before. Because this is what fractionation is, isn't it? It's that rhythm, that flow, that dance of engagement and release, of tension and ease, of guiding someone's focus so completely they feel captivated, fascinated, drawn to you in a way they can't quite explain. And as you hear these words now, you might begin to notice how your unconscious mind is already finding new ways to use this skill in every conversation, in every interaction, in ways that feel so natural, so automatic. It's as if you've always known how to do this. Because you're not just learning the skill, are you? No, you're becoming it. You're embodying it. You're stepping into the role of someone who's effortlessly engaging, endlessly fascinating, irresistibly charismatic. And the more you step into this role, the more you let yourself be this person, the more natural it becomes. And isn't it interesting how, even now, you're beginning to notice all the ways you can fractionate? The way you speak, the way you move, the way you hold someone's gaze can create such a powerful effect. And the more you notice this, the more you practice it, the more automatic it becomes, doesn't it? Because every day, in every way, you're discovering new layers of this skill. You're noticing how your tonality, your tempo, the rhythm of your words can draw people in, hold them there, and then release them, only to bring them back even deeper. And you might begin to imagine now what it feels like to have that kind of influence, to know every word you speak, every gesture you make, every intention you set is creating an impact. The people are drawn to you, captivated by you, inspired by you, in ways that feel effortless and completely natural. And the best part is, you don't have to think about it, do you? Because your unconscious mind, that part of you that already knows how to connect, how to influence, how to engage, is doing all the work for you. It's noticing the patterns, refining the techniques, finding new ways to fractionate with ease and precision. As this happens, as you continue to grow in your skill, you might start to notice how people respond to you differently, how they lean in when you speak, how their eyes light up with curiosity, how they seem captivated by your presence in ways that feel exciting, energizing, and deeply fulfilling. Because this is who you are, isn't it? You're someone who knows how to hold attention, how to create fascination, how to leave a lasting impression that lingers long after the conversation is over. And the more you embrace this truth, the more you own it, the more you become it. And isn't it wonderful to know this is only the beginning? That every day, in every interaction, you're discovering more and more about how to fractionate, how to influence, how to engage with such skill and precision. It feels like second nature. because this is who you are now. This is what you do. And the more you trust yourself, the more you let go, the more effortlessly this skill grows, until it feels as natural as breathing. And as you continue to explore this, to refine it, to play with it, you might begin to wonder just how far this skill can take you. How much more engaging, more charismatic, more magnetic you can become. As you step fully into this power with confidence, with ease, with a deep sense of excitement for all that's to come.